Shabbat Shalom, family. Welcome to my channel. I hope everybody's having a great Shabbat. I know I am. I always do. This is our set apart day, and let's do what we're supposed to do. Shabbat. Relax. Meditate on the Most High. Chill out. Refresh. Rejuvenate, y'all. Once again, my name is Jackie Selah. By my family calls me Ladybug. Thanks for joining me. I just wanted to check in with y'all real quick on something that I've been noticing. It's like it's a wave. It's like things happen in waves. People get on the same frequency. And I've been noticing that a lot of what looks like haters who always trying to whitewash us, post up pictures of people who ain't us but saying it's us. Putting these people upon us all the time, telling us they're us, And I see my people ain't having it. We are not having it. And I love it. I love it. So I just really wanted to add my 2 cents in. I gotta say, even, channels that I've watched before and supported, and still do for the good work. But even some of those channels that I really supported, I even noticed them. It's like they want to hijack they want to give us our identity or support in giving us our identity, but then also try to hijack or include other people who ain't us. Well, man, I'm so happy. Y'all like, nah. All right. So that being said, I just want to encourage everybody to keep going because more than likely this thing is going to get uglier before it gets pretty. All right. But that's okay because we just going to stay focused. We're not going to look to the left or the right because that's going to be some bullshit trying to distract us. We're going to keep our eyes on the prize. And we know our prize ain't on YouTube, right? So fuck it. Let's keep going because we are great, right? All right. So with that being said, let me get to the point I want to make so we can move on and get to our Shabbating. Hold on 1 second here. All right, y'all. So, it's no secret. I dig on the scriptures. Um, and, once again, I'm going to say it and continue to say it that, Indigenous American, the cons of America, American Indian, that's us. That's the byword that I identify by. I know that's who I am. I've been knowing it because my granny told me when I was in the 3rd grade. Um, but anyway, beyond that, I am a descendant of the people of the book, known as the Israelites of the Hebrew culture. I'm a descendant of them. And that's how I mainly identify. Okay. So I'm always going to go back to the Hebrew scriptures because that's my history. That's my culture. That's my guide. And that's what it's about. So here we go. I'm going to start off here at Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. We all know this verse. It goes, "For I am the Most High. I have not changed, and you are the children of Jacob. You have not ceased to be." All right, so that's clear as it can be. Um, our parents above, the Most High, our Creator, they don't change. Okay, and their children, the children of Jacob, us, the children of Israel, have not ceased to be. We will never cease to be. Like Our parents don't change. That's not going to change. Okay? Now, let's look at how the Most High feels about us. Let's go to Deuteronomy. This is chapter 14. I want to go to verse 2. It says, for you are a people, and this is from the JPS Tanakh, 1985 version. It says, for you are a people consecrated to the Most High, your power. The Most High, your power, chose you from among all other peoples on earth to be his treasured people. All right, so consecrated, it says. That he chose a people among all the other people that he treasures. And he says consecrated. What does consecrate mean? It says transitive verb to induct a person into a permanent office with religious right, to ordain. Ugh, we don't like religion. Let's skip over that then. To make or declare sacred. Um, to devote irrevocably to a worship of power by solemn ceremony. Okay, to devote to a purpose with, or as if with deep solemnity or dedication, to make inviolable or venerable. I don't know how to say that. Venerable? Venerable? I don't like how that sounds. But anyway, let's look up this inviolable. It says secure from violation or from being profane, secure from assault or trespass. Okay, so that means that's holding something, being real protective over something, not wanting it to come to harm or being violated or profane. Okay, and that's the kind of people. That's what the Most High says about His people, that they are consecrated. So He doesn't want them to be profane or violated. He keeps them separate. Let's go on to Deuteronomy 7 again and go in farther to show about how our power, our Creator, thinks about us, our parents above. Deuteronomy 7, I'm going to read 1 through 13. It says, when the Most High, your power, brings you to the land, this is Him talking to the Israelites after they had come out of the Exodus, and they are um, in the wilderness, going to different places, setting up on their way to the promised land. But so let's start it. When the Most High, your power, brings you to the land that you are about to enter and possess, and He dislodges many nations before you: the Hittites, Girgashites, Amorites, Canaanites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites, 7 nations much larger than you. And the Most High, your power, delivers them to you, and you defeat them. You must doom them to destruction, grant them no terms, and give them no quarter. You shall not intermarry with them. Do not give your daughters to their sons or take their daughters for your sons, for they will turn your children away from me to worship other gods, and the Most High's anger will blaze forth against you, and He will promptly wipe you out. Instead, this is what you shall do to them. You shall tear down their altars, smash their pillars, cut down their sacred posts, and consign their images to the fire. For you are a people consecrated. There goes that word again. Consecrated to the Most High, your power. Of all the peoples on earth, the Most High, your power, chose you to be His treasured people. It is not because you are the most numerous of peoples that the Most High set His heart on you and chose you. Indeed, you are the smallest of peoples. It was because the Most High favored you and kept the oath he made to your fathers, that the Most High freed you with a mighty hand and rescued you from the house of bondage, from the power of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Know therefore that only the Most High, your power, is the power, the steadfast power, who keeps his covenant faithfully to the thousandth generation of those who love him and keep his commandments, but who instantly requites with destruction those who reject him, never slow with those who reject him, but requiting them instantly. Therefore, observe faithfully the instruction, the laws, and the rules. The code, y'all, that's me saying it, the code. It don't say that, it says the laws and the rules with which I charge you today. And if you do obey these rules and observe them carefully, the Most High, your power, will maintain faithfully for you the covenant that he made on oath with your fathers. He will favor you and bless you and multiply you. So you say we were the smallest people, but he said, well, we kept the commandments, which our ancestors did at first. And he favored them and he blessed them and he multiplied them. Let's continue. He will bless the issue of your womb and produce of your soil, your new grain and wine and oil, the calving of your herd and the lambing of your flock in the land that he swore to your fathers to assign to you. So the point that I'm making is this is just really what he thought of us. I mean, we were the smallest. He multiplied us. He multiplied us. And again, he blessed us. Okay? Um, and up here, once again, what did he say? That we are consecrated. Other translations say holy, which we know in the Hebrew breaks down as being set apart. We're set apart. That's obvious. You can look at our history. You ain't even got to look in the scripture. You just look at us. Like, why are we in the position that we are in? The greatest people. Sorry, other nations, but a very great people. Consistently on the bottom. Everybody eats off of us. People don't care about stepping on us, oppressing us in order to move ahead. It's like that's what they think we're here for. And why is that? Why have people stolen our identity, given it away to other people, and tried to hide us? Why is that? Because we're set apart. And yeah, there's a reason that those bad things are happening. And that's in our Hebrew scriptures too. So, but we're not talking about that today. I just really wanted to show what the Most High thinks of us, indigenous Americans. And even more so, those who know that they are Israelites and are keeping his commandments. He loves us. Okay? He holds us as special. Now, let me go ahead and take these off. Now, let's talk about this part right here in verse 3 of Deuteronomy chapter 7. It says, you shall not intermarry with them. When he named all these nations, he said, don't intermarry them. This is how he is teaching us what our culture is to be. And that was back then, but that holds true even to this day. Let's look at some statistics. Do we intermarry? Is there a lot of intermingling going on? There is some intermingling, of course. But is that our culture? It wasn't then in Deuteronomy, and it's not now, according to statistics. Let's just read this. This is from blackdemographics.com. This is the interracial marriage statistics. It says it is also believed that a significant percentage of black men marry white women. This is often cited as one of the causes of lower marriage rates among black women. This, however, is only partially true. While black men marry white women at twice rate that black women marry white men, in 2021, only 15% of married black men were married to non-black women, which is unchanged from 2017. But it's up 11% in 2010 and 8% in 2000. All right, but for the most part, it's 15%. It's a low number. And then it says about 8% of married black men were married to white women in 2021, and 4% were married to Hispanic women. So these statistics are low. It's not a part of our culture. It continues to say there was evidence of an increase of black men marrying out of their racial demographic between 2010 and 2017. However, that percent has remained steady since. In fact, the Pew Research Center released a report finding that 25% of black male newlyweds in 2013 married non black women, compared to 12% of black women who married out. All right. So, still, I mean, 25%. I don't like the number, but I guess it's still not that high to be saying that that's a cultural thing that we do. It says, but however, Asian women and Native Americans still have higher rates of interracial marriage. Okay, and then black women were the least likely to marry non-black men at only 7% in 2017, and only 4% were married to white men. So, I mean, I as a so-called black woman, correctly identified as Indigenous American Israelite, I would agree. Most sisters that I know, really, we like our brothers. You know, that's it. So, this point is to make so the people who are coming in saying there was a lot of intermingling going on. I don't, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. It wasn't in our culture. Our power, our most high creator told us not to do it. Okay? And statistically, we have kept with that. So kick rocks with that. Now let's talk about we talked about how the creator feels about us, how our parents above feel about us. They love us. They treat us special. We were a small group initially, but they multiplied us when we kept their laws and their commandments. They multiplied and blessed us with land and with children and with wealth. You saw they multiplied the livestock and everything. So just keep that in mind. But now let's talk about how do they feel about the other nations. I'm here at Malachi. Again, we're still in the JPS Tanakh. I'm going to read verses 1 through 4. It says, a pronouncement, the word of the Most High of Israel through Malachi. I have shown you love, said the Most High, but you ask, have you shown us love? After all, declares the Most High, Esau is Jacob's brother. Yet I have accepted Jacob and have rejected Esau. I have made his hills a desolation, his territory a home for beasts of the desert. If Edom thinks, though crushed, we can build the ruins again, thus said the Most High of hosts. They may build, but I will tear down, and so they shall be known as the region of wickedness, the people damned forever of the Most High. Okay, so he don't like Esau. It don't sound like he liked Esau. Esau and Jacob, if you know the story of Esau and Jacob, if you don't know it, you need to learn it and understand how this plays out in real life. Okay, and when you have that understanding, it's going to change a whole lot for you. You know. Um, but at any rate, Jacob, who was later renamed Israel, who became a people, has a brother who also became a people. And the Most High, he don't like them. He rejected them. And then let's talk about it. And his name was Esau. His people are called Edom. Verse 4, let's read it again. It says, if Edom thinks, though crushed, we can build the ruins again. Don't that sound like what happened when they came, when the invaders came over to our land, the Americas? If you know about the mud floods and the some of the national disasters or natural disasters that happened, and it left a lot of stuff looking like in ruins. Not everything, of course, there were still buildings left, but still a lot of destruction. But what happened? Them ragamuffins came over here and said, even though it's messed up, we can build again. Okay? But this is the best part. The Most High said they can build, but he gonna tear down. Okay? Because those people are damned forever. That's how he feels about Edom. Um, let's go to Obadiah. Obadiah 1 and 2. Now, this whole chapter of Obadiah is talking about the destruction of Edom. That's how much, you know, they're hated. They got a whole book dedicated to him, even though it's just, one chapter, but still. Anyway, it says, the prophecy of Obadiah. We have received tidings from the Most High, and an envoy has been sent out among the nations. Up, let us rise up for her battle. Let us rise up against her for battle. Thus said my the Most High Power concerning Edom. I will make you least among nations. You shall be most despised. Okay? So this is what the Most High is going to do to Edom. Wait, hold on, yeah. Okay, I'm back. I had to let that fire truck go by. So anyway, bottom line is, he can't stand Edom. I showed you back in Deuteronomy. He named all of those nations, other nations. He said, "Don't. You're gonna be around them. They're bigger than you. Don't marry them. I'm gonna give you. You're gonna tear them up. You're gonna destroy them." And I'm just telling y'all, don't marry with them. Don't mix with them. Look, let's go to Psalms. Psalm 60, verse 8. What does it say? No, it's verse 10. It's talking about Moab. Moab would be my wash basin. On Edom, I would cast my shoe. Acclaim me, O Philistia. So, I mean, he done call Moab his wash basin. I don't know exactly what he mean by that, but it don't sound good. It ain't consecrated. That's for damn sure. Okay? And he said again, he banging on Edom again, talking about he'll cast his shoe. That don't sound good. So my whole point is, if if our God, our power loves us so much and holds us as a consecrated, set apart, holy, special people that he has chosen, even though we are off right now, he sticks to the covenant and will love us forever, is what it says. And the Most High does not change. Why in the hell do people think that he would let us get mixed in with a bunch of nations that he hates? He hates. Um, Look at this verse. Oh, I forgot. I forgot all about this. It says, after these, Adam also, whom thou madest, Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. Okay, we all came from Adam. And the people also whom thou hast chosen, we came from Adam. The people he chose came from Adam. All this have I spoken before thee, O Most High, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, they also came of Adam. Thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle. Spit. They are nothing. They be like unto spit, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Okay, so you see how he talks about the other nations? I'm sorry if it hurts feelings. It is what it is. Stay out our scriptures and you won't know. You won't get your feelings hurt. But you all up in our business once again, so it is what it is. But as for Israel, the indigenous American, the copper colored Naga of the America, the Americas, the Khan of Amaru to marry, we're his chosen people. Okay, and again, that don't mean nothing if you ain't keeping his law, statutes, and commandments. Being his favorite people ain't gonna get you life. I'm just gonna throw that out there because that's the most important thing. But we're gonna stay focused on this message: is that he feels a way about other people, and so when people come in and start talking about we're all intermingled, I don't think so. It's a little bit of that, but for the most part, I just don't think so. I don't think the Most High would allow that. And his voice is more powerful than yours. All right. So that's what I wanted to add. You understand? Listen, I love y'all. And to all the haters or the wannabes, the hijacks, uh, the people that used to be for us but now envy us, if you're going to cleave, you better cleave properly. Okay? Or you're going to get banged on. Shout out to all the content creators. I want y'all to stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize. The prize ain't on YouTube, right? I'm gonna say that again if I said it before. All right. So much hype to y'all. I saw a nice spiral banging on it. Uh, in righteousness, I saw Blackjack on House of Cons, constantly, consistently banging on it. He not going for the hijack. Okay, research guy blowing up on that thing. Okay, the fakers and those just lying. You lying. You trying to take our place. It can't be done. I read it to you in the scripture. If you don't believe the scripture, that's your fault. If you know how the scriptures are true, he already said we're forever. We ain't going nowhere, right? All right, so love y'all. Everybody have a good Shabbat. I'm on day 5 of a 14-day detox. I feel great, y'all. Um, and when I'm done, or maybe when I'm halfway through, I'm going to do a video just to share some information because I think it's important. All right. So I love you. Everybody, have a great Shabbat. Have a great week coming up. Shabbat Shalom. All praises to the Most High.